As I've known him, but he's fighting a very intelligent fight.
He takes a straight left hand and a right hook from Pacquiao and seems intent on retaliating.
This has the makings of being a very interesting fight.
Momentarily shocked Oscar.
Right here you see what surprised me and has been probably the most effective punch. The little left hand lead of Manny's is he shooting right between.
When he was, even though dangerous and destructive, largely a one-note tune. Jab, jab, straight left hand. His ability to fashion the the lead left hand, starting his offense with it, as he's doing there, shows how much he's progressed as a tactician.
And one thing that you mean is very obvious. Oscar De La Hoya has very little head movement.
There is almost no height difference between them.
Pacquiao lands a brilliant uppercut
and he
up the middle.
To land something, you have to believe that.
He just landed a good left hook to the body, belt is back against him. There is a big swelling outside the left eye of Oscar De La Hoya. The right hand has never been a super destructive punch for De La Hoya. I asked Freddie Roach yesterday in our meeting, I said, have you ever seen Oscar De La Hoya really hurt somebody with the right hand?
And if Oscar's not going to move his head around him so much, and even if he doesn't land his eyes, I keep pumping him. But he doesn't jab enough.
Good body shots there by Pacquiao. And if there was doubt coming in as to whether Pacquiao could unbeaten. I personally had expected, and perhaps more so than De La Hoya expected as well.
Yeah, when a lot of the experts...
Good body shot by Oscar.
Biggest punch of the fight for De La Hoya. Trajectory, that's why they call it a 45. Straight left hand right up the pipe.
Here we see once again Manny Pacquiao shooting a straight left hand right down the pipe. Direct, and that's the kind of punch that's doing the damage to Oscar.
But still, you would think against the so-called smaller man, we'd see something more.
This fight's going to probably end up being stopped.
Manny Pacquiao is annihilating Oscar De La Hoya.
Yes. Who's looking entirely at Oscar.
De La Hoya hasn't been down, but that may be the only thing that's keeping Weeks from stopping it.
Pacquiao landing punch after punch, and it's not so much just the way he's landing them. The body language and position of De La Hoya's body is that of a man that's defeated. It's passive.
All right, Larry, you envisioned this one. Could you see Pacquiao against Margarito?
No, and he himself says he's going back to 140.
Tony Weeks has a tough decision in front of him. There's a lot of glory and a lot of money in Oscar De La Hoya's past, but he's getting beaten up here.
Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Let's finish it. That's it. Let's go.
It's over. Manny Pacquiao has beaten Oscar De La Hoya.
Manny Pacquiao.
Touch him up. Dennis Forte.
Straight left hand lands for Pacquiao. Straight right hand lands for Marquez. Those are their trademark punches. Good left by Pacquiao.
Well, he is a professor of boxing, against a fighter who is a great offensive fighter.
Two good body shots by Marquez after Pacquiao landed a left.
And that may be what's happening right now. Oh, good left.
Good left hand by Pacquiao. Backs Marquez up.
Oh.
Another good left hand shot by Pacquiao. Another left hand landed for Pacquiao on chin, and then he threw to the body for the first 2.5 rounds. Another straight left hand down the pipe lands for Pacquiao, and he gets Pacquiao. Oh! By Marquez, and for the first time. A fight breaks out in Vegas at the end of round 3. Manny Pacquiao was knocked down by Juan Manuel Marquez. He tried to retaliate, but Marquez makes the point stand up.
Straight down like he's going to the body again and come right over the top with the overhand right instead of the body shot or the straight right to the body. Caught Pacquiao as clean as he's ever going to catch him.
Dramatic statement that Marquez has made.
Good left hand by Pacquiao.
Good combination by Pacquiao. Uppercut inside.
For sure. So why not try it against him?
Good jab by Marquez. Good right hook by Pacquiao. Another good right hook by Pacquiao. Great right hand by Marquez. They trade.
Pacquiao's giving him some feints, and Marquez right there.
And there goes the knockdown.
Marquez
Manny
respecting
Pacquiao
the feints.
evens up the knockdown.
Feints, and that's how Pacquiao caught. Oh!
Huge right hand by Marquez. Pacquiao was able to stand up. Is to get out of the round.
Oh,
without
Marquez hurt
being
bad.
able to retaliate.
Marquez is hurt bad.
That right
Marquez
hand.
is hurt
Marquez's
bad.
feet are wobbling.
Marquez
He's in
hurt
trouble.
bad.
Pacquiao attacks. He may think
Marquez hurt bad.
Marquez still wobbling as Pacquiao drives him into the corner.
And Marquez won't hold.
Doesn't
Marquez
have his
needs to
legs back
hold.
yet.
But he is fighting back from some really killer shots.
What a round. What a round. All out roar in Vegas.
You see Pacquiao laying that straight left right down the pipe, and down goes Marquez with his gloves touch, but that's considered a knockdown. There, that's that straight right hand again, and left hand again, and down goes Marquez.
Brought us the blood of drama and brought out the battler.
Marquez's
Marquez.
mouthpiece is out of his mouth.
Or he's going to stay behind.
And it looks a little bit like Marquez is having trouble breathing because of the blood in his mouth.
Pacquiao lands
his
another
nose.
straight left hand shot. And another.
How close Pacquiao has gotten to him.
Marquez was off balance again. Now gets his feet back and tries to roar back to nail Pacquiao with the right hand.
Oh!
That's another knockdown.
He's not getting up, Jim.
Will he get up?
He's not
Will
getting up,
he
Jim.
get up?
He's not getting up.
No, he's been knocked out. A sensational right hand knockout by a bloodied Juan Manuel Marquez.
Here you see this is a looping shot. So that's the shot, bam, right on the button that the weightlifting definitely will help you with.
That's the hardest and most dramatic shot we've seen in the sport since Sergio Martinez knocked out Paul Williams on November 20, 2010 in Atlantic City with a very similar shot. And Martinez is sitting about 8 feet away from where Pacquiao lies.
Damas y caballeros, de Ciudad de México, Juan Manuel Dinamita
The following spring, Garcia returned to Barclays Center to face Brooklyn native and former 140 and 147-pound champion Zab Judah. Garcia employed an effective game plan early on, attacking Judah's body, and he stuck to it. The young champion showcased his speed and his strength throughout the first half of the fight and wobbled Judah several times.
Oh, and he hurts Judah with that right hand. Judah absorbing all kinds of punishment in the corner. And he rocks him with that right, and he's still on his feet.
Then in the 8th round, Garcia countered Judah and sent the veteran to the canvas with a right hand.
Great exchange, and down goes Judah. Straight right hand through the guard.
Judah showed his resilience by coming back strong after the knockdown and outfought Garcia toward the end of the fight.
Blood now trickling down from the hairline of the champion.
But Garcia stood tall, and the two traded shots until the final bell.
fucking magnificent.
Danny Swift Garcia, he remains the unified 140-pound champion, improving to 26-0.
This fight is a fight boxing fans have salivated over.
In his next fight, Garcia was matched with one of the biggest hitters in the game, Argentina's feared Lucas the Machine Matthysse. I was no different than almost everybody else. I thought Matthysse would win by knockout. Matthysse started strongly and dominated the first half of the fight.
And Matthysse going on the attack.
Oh my, that left hook had some thunder on it.
The Argentine quickly racked up a lead, winning 5 of the first 6 rounds on all 3 cards.
Wake the fuck up! Let's go, Dan! Let's go!
And after some motivating words from his father, Garcia put on a clinic of clean counterpunching and effective combinations, rendering Matisse's eyes completely shut.
He's gaining confidence as the fight's going on.
Oh, what a four-punch combination!
Heading into the championship rounds, the fight was still up for grabs. Early in the 11th, Matisse rocked Garcia with a right hand that sent his mouthpiece flying. Garcia rallied, however, and sent Matisse to the canvas for the first time in his career.
Right hand to the body, three-punch combination. Garcia has Matisse down!
An action-packed 12th round closed out an action-packed fight.
And a dynamite close to this championship bout!
We were headed to the scorecards.
And still.
Garcia won by close but unanimous decision, and with this victory established himself as the man to beat in the 140-pound division. In March of 2014, Garcia traveled to his family's homeland of Puerto Rico and fought for the first time in front of the Puerto Rican fans. He faced the slick and always troublesome Mauricio Herrera.
Oh, and there was a stiff right hand from Herrera.
Going from Matisse to Herrera was like trying to hit a knuckleball after having faced Aroldis Chapman's 105-mile-per-hour fastball. Garcia had trouble landing cleanly.
The fans here in Puerto Rico becoming a little restless with what they're seeing from the champion, who's trying to get on track now against the very tricky challenger, Mauricio Herrera.
I thought Garcia lost, and I certainly wasn't alone in scoring for Herrera. I think Garcia's disappointing performance was largely due to Herrera's style. Still, he left the ring with a majority decision win and 2 championship belts. Beginning in 2015, Garcia's next 3 fights were all on primetime television and in a new division, welterweight. Garcia's much anticipated showdown with the battle-tested Lamont Peterson was really 2 fights. Garcia started out strong and built an early lead. Then in the later rounds, it was Peterson who applied suffocating pressure and narrowed the distance. Garcia got the close decision, and this time I agreed. Garcia returned in August and faced master boxer Paulie Malignaggi, who provided a different kind of test. This was a matchup of fighters heading in opposite directions.
The steady pressure of Garcia, if it doesn't get you early, it'll get you late. And it's starting to look that way here.
Indeed, Garcia proved too strong. His focus never wavered, and the fight was stopped in the 9th round. In his most recent major fight, Garcia went toe-to-toe with former 2-division titleist Robert the Ghost Guerrero. If Garcia needed to assume the role of aggressor versus Malignaggi, he was wise to play boxer versus Guerrero, who's among the most physical welterweights in the world. Garcia showed maturity, dimension, and creativity in coming on strongly in the second half to close out the fight. I thought Garcia fought with both skill and intelligence, something we've grown accustomed to seeing from him. He did more than enough to secure a unanimous decision victory. This win made him a 2-division champion. Danny Garcia is now 33-0 and a champion at welterweight, a division that remains the deepest and most talented in boxing.